From this precise instant, prepare yourself for a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about abundance and divine manifestation. A path that few have dared to walk. A road that will unveil a spiritual code so powerful it has remained hidden for centuries, reserved only for those who have the courage to seek beyond the obvious. I speak of a truth that will not only transform your financial reality, but will make it explode in a cascade of unexpected wealth, causing money to come to you rapidly, even today, opening doors you believed were sealed forever. This is not a simple video. It is the master key to a spiritual treasure that has been jealously guarded because its power is immense and its capacity to change destinies absolute. From the first breath of this message, you will feel an energy that surrounds you, a promise of prosperity approaching swiftly, a vibration of opulence that already begins to touch your life, bringing the money you so desperately desire, not in the distant future, but in this glorious present unfolding before your eyes. What if I told you there exists a secret, a wealth prayer, and our Father of riches, that not only connects you with the divine, but grants you the authority to claim your prosperity in 2026 in a way you never imagined? Have you ever thought that the prayers you have repeated over and over again could have a hidden version, a forbidden frequency capable of unleashing a torrent of economic blessings immediately? This is the moment to confront that possibility, to open your mind to a spiritual code that has been guarded for generations. Knowledge revealed now so that money flows toward you without delay, breaking every barrier of scarcity and debt. Imagine a power so latent within you that it only needs the right spark to ignite and attract wealth like a magnet, causing money to manifest in your account today at your door, in opportunities that appear out of nowhere. I tell you in advance that what is about to come is not a simple prayer, but a direct instruction to the universe so that abundance becomes yours now, without delays, without waiting, because the waiting has ended. This spiritual code revealed to you today is not a modern invention nor an empty promise. It is the echo of an ancestral wisdom transmitted in whispers, protected from the masses precisely because its impact is undeniable and immediate. Few have had access to this secret that transforms realities, because the power to activate prosperity in such a forceful and rapid way, attracting money today, has always been considered too powerful to be within everyone's reach. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has arranged for this to be your moment, the precise instant for you to unravel this mystery and apply it to your life. Feel the expectation growing within you, the certainty that you are about to receive something that will unleash an unstoppable financial flow, a cascade of money that will allow you to settle debts, live with ease, with a prosperity you have only dreamed of until now. Prepare yourself because the revelation is near, and with it the manifestation of your wealth in 2026. The promise of the title, Listen to the Wealth Prayer and Activate Your Prosperity in 2026, is the glorious destination of this spiritual journey. A destination that is not reached with supplications, but with a profound understanding of the power that resides within you and in the decreed word. This forbidden secret has been the cause of unexpected fortunes for those few who knew it, a hidden key that unlocks celestial treasures and brings them directly to your existence, guaranteeing that money arrives to you imminently, almost miraculously, even on this very day. Think of all the times you wished for a change, of all the prayers you felt were lost in the void. Today that story ends. You embark on a rare path, perhaps dangerous for the old mentality of scarcity, but undoubtedly glorious for your spirit and your wallet. Wealth is not an option, it is a right that is about to be activated by this revealed spiritual code. The path you are beginning now is not a mere passive listening, but a deep immersion in the truths that govern the universe of abundance. Each word, each concept we will unveil to you in the coming minutes is a step on this golden staircase toward your prosperity in 2026. We guarantee that the impatience you may feel will be rewarded abundantly, because the treasure awaiting you is incomparable, a financial liberation that will allow you to experience the arrival of rapid money, money that will manifest in your life today. But before receiving this decree, you need to understand why it is not a common prayer. The key for this revelation to transform your reality and fill you with money rapidly and today lies in understanding the profound difference between a simple prayer and a spiritual decree of power that is about to be delivered. You have already understood that we are not before a common prayer, but before something much greater, a power that transcends simple petition and rises to the category of a divine mandate, a spiritual decree that will activate your prosperity in 2026 in a way that will cause money to arrive today rapidly and unexpectedly. This path is not for supplicants, it is for those who assume their position of spiritual authority, for those who understand that their voice is not a weak echo, but celestial thunder, capable of moving mountains and opening financial doors. The era of begging has ended. Today your voice is a flaming sword in the spiritual realm. A hammer of decree that strikes the foundations of scarcity and misery, forcing them to release the blessings that belong to you by divine right. Feel how the energy of authority begins to infuse every cell of your being, preparing the ground for an unprecedented economic manifestation, an avalanche of money that will reach you even before this day ends. This decree is not an empty repetition of words, but a spiritual sentence that when proclaimed with faith and conviction forces the universe to align with your will, activating your prosperity in 2026 and causing money to find you today. It is not about asking with the hope of being heard, but about ordering with the certainty of being obeyed. The wealth prayer that will be revealed to you is not a plea, it is a command, a direct directive to celestial forces to unleash a torrent of abundance over your life. The doors that were previously closed will open wide. The paths that were blocked will clear. And money, the flow of wealth, will come to you in the most unexpected and rapid ways. Because the power of this decree is absolute and its effect immediate in the spiritual world. Prepare to see how your financial reality transforms before your eyes, as if by divine magic. Faith is stronger when shared, and that is why we want to invite you to take one more step and become a member of our community. In addition to all the exclusive advantages of the channel, by becoming a member you will be wrapped in a mantle of protection and love. We guarantee that your name will be included in all daily prayers made with much love and devotion by our large prayer group. Come and be part of this circle of blessings and intercession. Click join, which is right here below the video, and feel the power of prayer in your life. Today we do not ask anymore, today we decree. The time of supplication has ended. Now is the time of authority. Every word you pronounce from this point on, every affirmation of wealth that comes from your mouth, will not be a mere vocalization, but a direct order to the cosmos. The wealth prayer is that supreme order, the celestial thunder that resonates in the spiritual spheres, declaring that your prosperity in 2026 is not a possibility, but an inescapable reality that will manifest with money arriving to you today. Your voice has the weight of heaven, the resonance of a divine mandate, and the power of a flaming sword that cuts the chains of misery. It is the beginning of a new era for your economic life, an era where wealth is your right and your declaration the key. Understand that your voice, being a beloved child of the Creator, possesses incalculable weight in the spiritual world. When you decree, it is not only your physical being that speaks, but the divine essence within you that expresses itself, moving energies, aligning events, and attracting toward you the manifestation of your prosperity in 2026 with money arriving rapidly, even today. This decree is barely the first step on a path of ascending power. The complete activation of this prosperity and the total manifestation of wealth are still to come, but the initial effect is already being felt. It is the beginning of a radical transformation where you will stop seeing yourself as a simple mortal to recognize yourself as a co-creator of your reality, a being with the power to command abundance and make money flow toward you in ways that will amaze you. The authority you exercise today is the foundation of the wealth that is already on its way, a promise that is being fulfilled swiftly. It is fundamental that you engrave this in your heart. You are not a beggar, you are a commander. The wealth prayer is not a plea, but a direct command to the universe to align with your abundance, to activate the power of this blessing that will cause money to arrive to you rapidly, even today, and cement the foundation of your prosperity in 2026. I ask you to write your first name in the comments. This act of faith, this public declaration, is the first seal of your authority, the sign that you are ready to claim what belongs to you. But keep in mind that authority without a visible seal does not sustain itself, and the true seal begins with the most forceful and visible acts of faith, preparing the ground for the next stage of your transformation. Every decree, no matter how powerful, demands a seal. Without this seal, the authority we have just awakened within you does not sustain itself, it dissipates like smoke. It is time for that authority to materialize in concrete acts of faith, in actions that will not only seal the wealth prayer that will open the doors of your prosperity in 2026, but will also unleash the rapid arrival of money to your life even today. Do not think you are going to interact with a video. You are about to sign a visible spiritual pact with the universe, a commitment that heaven will observe and to which it will respond with a rain of financial blessings. Every movement you make from now on, every interaction with this message will be a powerful declaration in the spiritual plane, an echo that will resonate in the heavens and on earth, attracting the abundance that belongs to you by divine right. Now, to seal this decree in an unbreakable way and ensure that the promise of activating your prosperity in 2026 with the arrival of rapid money, even today, is a palpable reality, I want you to perform a series of acts that are much more than simple clicks. These are rituals of faith, each with immense spiritual weight. The first is your like. Your like is more than a click, it is your hand signing in the spiritual world the contract of abundance, a visible testimony of your acceptance and your faith in the wealth prayer. By giving a like, you are declaring before the cosmos that you are ready to receive and that you open your heart to the wealth that is already manifesting in your life. Feel the energy of this act, the vibration of prosperity that begins to grow with each interaction. The next step is an even more powerful declaration, one that will resonate in every corner of the universe. I want you to write right now in the comments with all the intention of your heart and the authority you have already assumed. I listen to the wealth prayer and activate my prosperity in 2026. This is not just a comment, it is your spiritual seal, the public declaration that you take possession of this prayer and its power so that money arrives in your life today rapidly and abundantly. Every word you type is a spiritual door that opens, a direct connection with celestial forces, an oath that accelerates the manifestation of your wealth. There is no room for doubt, only for the certainty that your voice is a decree that is fulfilled instantly. Your subscription to this channel is the master key that officially places you within this current of divine prosperity, the confirmation of your membership in a circle of blessing that never stops growing. It is a declaration that you choose to walk in abundance, that you open yourself to receive the wealth prayer and activate your prosperity in 2026, allowing money to come to you rapidly even today. By subscribing, you not only join a community, but you immerse yourself in a constant flow of positive energy and decrees of abundance. Heaven is observing your response now. Every action is a vote of confidence, a spiritual pact that elevates you to a new level of consciousness and wealth. Finally, by sharing this video, you become a powerful channel of blessing for others. It is not just an act of generosity, it is a spiritual sowing that will multiply your own harvest. When you share the wealth prayer, you are declaring to the universe that you not only want to prosper in 2026 and have money come to you today, but that you desire that same abundance to reach those around you. This act of sharing is an echo of gratitude that amplifies your own vibration of wealth, opening even more the portals of prosperity in your life. By sealing this pact with your actions of faith, something even deeper begins to happen. Your identity is about to transform, preparing your gaze toward your true essence of abundance. By sealing the pact with your visible attitudes, with every like, every comment and every subscription, something profound began to change within you. The old identity, the one that tied you to scarcity and limitation, is dying in this instant, and the true identity, that of a beloved child and divine heir, begins to emerge with unstoppable force. You are no longer a beggar waiting for crumbs, nor an orphan begging for attention. Now you dress yourself with the mantle of spiritual royalty, a prince, a princess of abundance, ready to claim your prosperity in 2026 and see how money comes to you rapidly even today. Feel how this spiritual metamorphosis accelerates in real time, shedding the garments of scarcity to dress yourself with the opulence of your divine heritage. If before you saw yourself as a beggar, humiliated by lack, today the universe sees you as a herald of wealth, an ambassador of divine prosperity, ready to receive the abundance that arrives even today to your life with the wealth prayer that activates your prosperity in 2026. This new identity is not an illusion, but the revelation of your purest essence, the manifestation of your spiritual lineage. Leave behind the mentality of scarcity, of victim, of the one who felt forgotten by fortune. Now your crown shines with the light of divinity, and each of your steps is that of a king or queen who walks on fertile ground, where every seed sown germinates in abundance and every decree becomes gold. Without assuming this new identity, the promise of the wealth prayer to activate your prosperity in 2026 and have money come to you rapidly and today is not fulfilled in its fullness. It is not about asking but about occupying your position of royalty, of sitting at the table of the banquet that the universe has prepared for you, not as a guest but as the host. You are a legal heir of all celestial wealth, and this truth must resonate in every fiber of your being. The ashes of who you were, of the person limited by circumstances, give way to who you really are, an unlimited being with the power to manifest opulence in every aspect of your life, attracting money today and always. Imagine a mantle of royalty woven with threads of gold and light that settles on your shoulders in this instant. Feel the glorious weight of a golden crown on your head, not as an ornament, but as the symbol of your authority and your inalienable right to prosperity. You no longer implore for crumbs. You sit at the banquet table where abundance is served in overflowing cups. This is the difference between the servant and the beloved child, between the orphan and the heir. The wealth prayer is the decree that confirms your status, opening the floodgates so that money flows toward you rapidly and constantly, flooding your life with prosperity already in 2026. From the ashes of who believed to be a being limited by lack and scarcity, is now born who you really are, a divine being endowed with immense power to create and attract. This is a spiritual rebirth, an awakening to your true nature of abundance. The sword of your authority is already in your hand, and the throne of your prosperity awaits you. And it is this new identity, this consciousness of being a herald of wealth, that ignites the first flame of courage within you, the necessary spark to cross the portals of manifestation and make your prosperity in 2026 activate with the arrival of rapid money, even today. Now that you have left behind the garment of victim and have clothed yourself with the crown of heir, it is the crucial moment to ignite within you the flame that no wind can extinguish, the one that dissipates every shadow and breaks every chain: courage. The wealth prayer that activates your prosperity in 2026 requires this unshakable bravery, the same that will cause money to come to you rapidly even today, defying all logic and expectation. Fear, shame, and insecurity are invisible shackles that have kept so many prisoners in the prison of scarcity. But today that prison crumbles. Your new identity of royalty is only sustained with fierce courage, a spiritual confidence that will propel you through the portals of manifestation, where abundance awaits you without conditions. It is that courage that places you in a position of divine power, the same that united with the wealth prayer opens the financial doors that swing wide even today, bringing money from the most unexpected sources. Fear is no longer the master of your life. Today courage incinerates its spirit. The doubts that whispered lies of scarcity to you burn in the sacred fire of your determination. Your heart becomes a brazier where the embers of bravery are fanned until they become an uncontrollable spiritual fire, a lamp lit in the midst of darkness that illuminates the path toward your prosperity in 2026. Without this courage, without this burning faith, the promise of the title, the rapid arrival of money, does not manifest in its fullness, it remains on the threshold of the possible. Fear is the most insidious spiritual enemy, the voice that tells you that you are not enough, that prosperity is not for you, that money will not arrive. But courage is the divine antidote, the purifying fire that destroys those invisible chains. Past shames, financial failures that made you doubt your worth, dissolve in this sacred flame. Every time fear tries to whisper to you, remember that you are an heir, a being of light, and that courage is your unbreakable shield. Feel how this internal strength is born, how every doubt becomes certainty and every fear transforms into a conviction that wealth is already yours, arriving to you imminently even today, activating your prosperity in 2026. The flame of courage begins small, like a spark, a barely perceptible spark in your soul. But as you cling to your new identity of royalty and to the power of the wealth prayer, that spark becomes a dancing flame, then a voracious fire that consumes all disbelief. The enemy, the one who tried to rob you of your heritage and keep you in misery, retreats before the magnitude of this uncontrollable fire that burns within you. He knows he cannot prevail against a spirit ignited by divine courage, a spirit that cries out for the wealth that belongs to him. Your prosperity in 2026 is guaranteed, and the arrival of money today is the irrefutable proof of this power. Your soul becomes a temple of bravery, a beacon of light that radiates confidence and determination. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it, to declare your victory before the battle ends. This courage, this unshakable spiritual confidence, is what opens the path for celestial invocation. And when the flame of courage ignites with such intensity within you, the heavens respond with the invocation of warrior angels, who are already preparing to unleash the abundance that the wealth prayer will activate for your prosperity in 2026, causing money to come to you rapidly even today. When the flame of courage incinerates your spirit, the heavens do not remain silent. In this precise instant, dimensional doors open and an army of light begins to descend to meet your declaration of prosperity. You are not alone in this journey of activating your wealth for 2026. A celestial battalion has been invoked by your bravery, ready to execute the wealth prayer and make money come to you rapidly even today. Feel the roar of wings resonating like 1,000 thunders, the earth vibrating under the presence of these beings of light. The spiritual atmosphere around you becomes dense with divine presence, an unmistakable sign that the most powerful forces of the universe have mobilized in your favor. Prepare to unleash an avalanche of abundance over your life. The wealth prayer is not just a decree, it is a bugle call that summons legions of angels whose mission is to push the doors that previously blocked your money and open the celestial coffers that were sealed against you, activating your prosperity in 2026 with unstoppable force. These divine messengers do not come to observe, they come to act. Their flaming swords are not ornaments, but tools of liberation that cut the chains of scarcity, of debt and of limitation. Every bugle in the sky, every flash of light you perceive with the eyes of faith is the sign of their advance, the confirmation that the universe has responded to your courage with direct divine intervention. The flow of money toward you is not a possibility, it is a certainty that solidifies with every step of this celestial army. The invisible begins to become visible before your spiritual gaze. The angels with their shining armor position themselves strategically around your life, each with a specific mission. Some to open financial paths, others to release hidden treasures, some to guard your wealth, and the most powerful to war against every entity of misery that dares to stand in your way. The angelic trumpets not only announce their arrival, but proclaim the imminent activation of your prosperity in 2026. A prosperity that will manifest with the arrival of rapid money today in an abundant and unexpected way. Feel how the spiritual environment moves, how the winds of change blow in your favor, clearing every fog of doubt and bringing clarity and certainty of your financial victory. The wings resonate like thunder and the earth trembles, not from fear, but from the power of the descent of the celestial army, invoked by the wealth prayer. The enemy who before seemed strong, who whispered to you that scarcity was your destiny, now begins to flee in terror before the proximity of this legion of light. His dominions crumble, his plans are frustrated, and his attempts to block your wealth are pulverized by the divine force that now accompanies you. You are no longer an easy target, you are a protected sanctuary, surrounded by celestial warriors who ensure the manifestation of your prosperity in 2026 and the arrival of money today to your life. This celestial invocation is the prelude to a total transformation. The portals have opened and the angels are already positioned, their swords ready for combat. This display of divine power is no small matter, it is the preparation for the great confrontation that will liberate your financial destiny. And if the angels are already positioned, if the celestial army has descended to your aid, it means that spiritual warfare is about to begin, the final battle so that the wealth prayer activates your prosperity in 2026 and money comes to you rapidly, even today. Prepare to enter the battlefield and claim your victory. The angels are already positioned. The celestial trumpets echo with a sound that shakes the universe. And now the final battle begins. The enemy of your financial life does not present itself in flesh and blood, but is as real as the shackles you have felt, the debts that suffocated you and the scarcity that kept you captive. Today, with the power of the wealth prayer that activates your prosperity in 2026, you enter the spiritual battlefield where every limitation will be crushed and the arrival of rapid money, even today, is the unbreakable promise of this divine war. Feel how the walls of misery crumble, how the chains of debt break with a crash, and how the cries of victory of the angels resonate in your spirit, announcing your financial liberation. The wealth prayer is the forbidden prayer, the supreme decree that unleashes a war without quarter against poverty and scarcity in your life, guaranteeing that money comes to you today rapidly and abundantly. It is the moment to raise your voice with the authority of an heir, of a beloved child of the Creator, and declare with me these words that shake the foundations of the spiritual world, opening every floodgate of fortune. Our Father who art in the heavens of wealth, hallowed be thy name of abundance. Thy kingdom of prosperity come. Thy financial will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we also forgive our debtors. Let us not into the temptation of scarcity, and deliver us from the evil of misery. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory of infinite wealth, forever and ever. Amen. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am prosperity. I decree that money comes to me today rapidly and unexpectedly. It is done. It is sealed. It is manifested. This is not a symbolic war, it is a real confrontation in the spiritual realm. Scarcity, debt, and humiliation are treated as tangible enemies, as giants that stood between you and your divine inheritance. But the wealth prayer is the ultimate weapon, the flaming sword that cuts through all opposition. Feel how every word of this powerful prayer strikes forceful blows in the spiritual world, dismantling fortresses of limitation, tearing down walls of poverty, and causing the money that was being withheld from you to be released and come to you rapidly, even today. You are part of this victorious army, not a mere observer, but a warrior of light who proclaims his victory over misery. Every debt is like a giant toppled by the breath of the Most High, dissolved by the power of this decree. The currents of misery that kept you tied to lack break like glass under the sword of light of the angels, releasing your financial flow for 2026 and beyond. The rays of divine providence cut the sky, illuminating the path toward the coffers of abundance that now open for you. The enemy tried by all means to retain your prosperity, to hide it, to deny it to you, but has been crushed, defeated by the irresistible force of your decree, of the wealth prayer. The decree you have just pronounced has already begun to strike blows in the spiritual world, generating an expansive wave of wealth that approaches your life at a dizzying speed. Heaven itself has confirmed your victory. And when the war ends, when the last vestige of scarcity has been pulverized by divine light, the most glorious hour arrives. The hour to take possession of the conquered territory, of the liberated wealth, of the money that comes to you today rapidly and uninterrupted. Prepare yourself, because the next step is taking possession, the physical manifestation of everything you have decreed. The enemy has already fallen. The chains have broken with a celestial crash, and the battle has culminated in a resounding victory. Now, in this sacred instant, it is the moment to cross the conquered field and declare with all the authority that the wealth prayer has conferred upon you, I take possession of what belongs to me. You are not asking, you are receiving the inheritance that was promised to you. Prosperity in 2026 and the arrival of rapid money, even today, is already available and is yours by divine right. Your voice is the echo of a celestial mandate, and every word you pronounce now seals your dominion over abundance. With the sword of the wealth prayer raised, you not only conquer but take possession of the money that arrives to your life today as part of divine inheritance, an inheritance that activates for your prosperity in 2026. Feel the power in your hands, the certainty in your heart. There is no more uncertainty, only the conviction that what you have decreed in the spiritual kingdom now materializes in your physical reality. It is an act of faith and authority, a brave step that transforms promise into possession, expectation into experience. You must feel that you are no longer asking but already receiving. The narrative is woven with verbs in the present, never in the future, because possession is a consummated fact. Imagine the golden gates of abundance opening wide before you. Cross those gates with the security of one who returns home. The table of the celestial banquet is served and you sit at it not as a guest, but as the legitimate heir. The celestial coffers that were previously sealed now open, revealing unimaginable treasures that are yours. Possession is your legal and spiritual right, not a granted favor. It is the reward for your courage, for your faith, and for your obedience to the wealth prayer. Receive the keys to your prosperity in 2026, the keys to the coffers of money that open for you today. Declare with conviction, I take possession of all the wealth that the Father has destined for me. I receive right now the money that comes to my life. It is mine by divine right. Nothing and no one can prevent it. This act of faith and authority is the confirmation of your victory, the materialization of your decrees. The conquered territory cannot remain empty. It needs to be occupied with the certainty of your presence. The banquet is served and you sit at the table as the legitimate heir, enjoying the abundance that the wealth prayer has released for you. And when possession is assumed with this unshakable conviction, manifestation does not stop. It begins to escalate in cosmic proportions, attracting even more rapid money to your life, preparing the ground for supernatural multiplication for your prosperity in 2026. By taking possession of the territory of abundance and settling at the table of your inheritance, something begins to move on an increasing scale, like unstoppable waves that expand endlessly. What you have declared with the wealth prayer to activate your prosperity in 2026 does not stop at the instant of possession. It begins to multiply, to accelerate its arrival, to overflow in every aspect of your life. The spark of faith you ignited is now an uncontrollable spiritual fire. The seed you planted is now an abundant and overflowing harvest. Prepare yourself for an avalanche of wealth that cannot be contained, an unstoppable current of money that comes to you rapidly even today. It is in this instant that the decree of the wealth prayer not only releases money, but accelerates its arrival, multiplying the doors opened around you even today for your prosperity in 2026. Every act of faith you have performed until now has generated a chain reaction, a cosmic impulse that propels manifestation to new heights. You are the epicenter of this spiritual avalanche, an unstoppable force that attracts wealth like a magnet. Feel how the energy of multiplication surrounds you, how every blessing doubles, every opportunity quintuples, and every flow of money becomes an inexhaustible torrent. The universe responds to your declaration with an expansion without limits. What was a drop is now an overflowing river. What was a handful of seeds is now a golden field ready for harvest. Manifestation is not static, it is progressive, dynamic, and unstoppable. The money that comes to you today is not the end, it is only the beginning of a growing wave of prosperity. Every second that passes, abundance gains strength and approaches you more, filling your life in ways you never imagined. The wealth prayer is the detonator of this divine acceleration, the catalyst of your fortune. What began as a key turning in a lock now becomes a wide open door, revealing a horizon of unlimited financial opportunities. Your prosperity in 2026 is not a distant goal, it is a reality that is being built and multiplied in this very instant. The money that seemed distant now runs toward you like an unstoppable flood, filling your hands and your coffers. There is no force in the universe that can stop this escalation of manifestation, because it is backed by the divine power you have invoked and decreed. Your faith, your courage, and your actions have created a spiritual momentum that propels you toward the summit of abundance. Multiplication is continuous, uninterrupted, and takes you to a level of wealth that exceeds all your expectations. Every second, abundance gains strength and approaches you more, weaving your financial reality with threads of gold. But every escalation needs a seal, and the partial seal of the decree is about to be marked, confirming this acceleration and preparing the way for the next level of your prosperity in 2026 with the arrival of more rapid money, even today. The movement that began small and gained cosmic proportions, that avalanche of prosperity that the wealth prayer activated in your life for 2026, is not just an omen, it is already being sealed. An essential part of this decree has been stamped in the spiritual world, leaving indelible marks that cannot be erased by any force. Feel the certainty in your soul, the confirmation that a portion of your manifestation is already a consummated fact, a reality that is consolidated with the arrival of rapid money, even today. This is not the end, but a first seal that validates the divine promise and prepares the ground for an even more grandiose climax. This seal confirms that the money that seemed distant has already been released, and now nothing can stop the flow that the wealth prayer decreed over your life for your prosperity in 2026. It is like a celestial contract signed and sealed with the ink of faith and divine power, guaranteeing that the impossible has already begun to become reality. This partial seal is the irrefutable evidence that the universe has responded to your call, that the forces of abundance are in full movement, and that wealth approaches you at a dizzying speed. Every fiber of your being must resonate with this certainty, with the conviction that you are already the owner of your prosperity. The seal is an invisible mark to physical eyes, but palpable in the spiritual realm. It is a divine signature in the celestial book of your life, a royal stamp that authenticates your right to wealth and abundance. The keys that previously turned timidly now open wide, and the doors that lead you to your prosperity in 2026 are marked with the royal blood of Christ, guaranteeing their unconditional opening. Feel how this spiritual legitimacy surrounds you, how your aura expands with the energy of wealth, attracting rapid money that will manifest in your life today. This seal is the guarantee that the decree is alive, active, and working powerfully in your favor. Remember that this is only a partial seal, a glorious advance of what is to come. It is a victory already engraved in the ether, a confirmation that the path toward your prosperity in 2026 is clear and the arrival of rapid money to your life is already imminent. The wealth prayer has triggered a series of events that will culminate in total abundance. Do not settle for this portion. Use it as fuel for your faith, as proof that what has been promised will be fulfilled in its totality. The universe is giving you a sample of its power, an advance of the glory that awaits you. It is like a contract signed in heaven that guarantees that the impossible has already begun to become reality in your life, bringing money in ways that will leave you amazed. The partial seal is the guarantee that the decree is alive and active, working powerfully for your prosperity in 2026. And if a part of this grandiose decree has already been confirmed in the spiritual world, prepare yourself with all your being, because the next step is total restitution, the multiplied return of everything that was unjustly taken from you, the moment when the keys of restitution will be delivered into your hands. The seal has already been marked, and the guarantee of your prosperity in 2026, activated by the wealth prayer, has already been released. Now, what was withheld, what was stolen or lost unjustly from you, needs to be returned. The hour of total restitution has arrived, a torrent of abundance that will cause money to come to you rapidly, even today, multiplying every blessing that was denied you. Feel how divine justice manifests in this instant, how every debt is settled, every loss is recovered with interest, and every humiliation transforms into honor. The universe has set itself in motion to return to you with interest everything that belongs to you by divine right. The decree of the wealth prayer not only releases money, but orders that everything that was stolen from your financial life be restituted, returned with interest of honor and abundance for your prosperity in 2026. Imagine the coffers that were closed to you, now open wide, delivering you treasures you believed lost forever. Visualize the goods that were taken from you, returning to your hands in multiplied portions with astonishing speed. This is not a partial restitution, it is a total return, a divine compensation that exceeds all your expectations, ensuring that money comes to you imminently, even today. The enemy who denied you your inheritance not only loses the war, now he is forced to restitute everything he took from you. Restitution is not a favor, it is a legal and spiritual right that you activated with the wealth prayer. Think of the dammed rivers of your financial life that now release themselves with unstoppable force, flooding your existence with abundance. Visualize a doubled harvest, a multiplication 7 times greater of everything that was taken from you. Spiritual justice is executed in this moment, restoring your honor, your joy, and your solvency, causing money to come to you in the most surprising ways. The keys that were hidden, those that open the coffers of your true inheritance, are delivered into your hands in this instant. With them the gates of abundance open wide, and you, as legitimate heir, enter to take possession of everything that belongs to you. Restitution does not only bring money, it brings a complete restoration of your life, bringing honor where there was dishonor, joy where there was sadness, and new opportunities where you only saw closed doors. The wealth prayer is the decree that guarantees that this era of restitution has begun in your life, bringing immense prosperity for 2026 and the arrival of rapid money today. Declare with authority, everything that was stolen from my financial life will be returned now. The enemy is forced to restitute with interest of honor. Feel the truth of these words vibrating in every cell of your being. God's promises are not in vain, and today restitution is yours. The doors of abundance have opened, and the flow of money that was denied you now returns multiplied. And if restitution has already begun, if the universe is already returning what is yours, the next step is even more glorious. Supernatural multiplication, an abundance that exceeds all measure, the blessing that will take your prosperity in 2026 to unsuspected levels with the arrival of rapid money, even today. What was stolen from you has already begun to be returned to your hands. But the wealth prayer does not settle for only restituting. It multiplies. It transforms little into much, the limited into unlimited. It is time to witness supernatural multiplication, an abundance that exceeds all measure and ensures your prosperity in 2026, causing money to come to you rapidly even today in proportions that will leave you breathless. Feel how a river of blessings begins to overflow in your life, how every seed of faith you sowed now sprouts in a forest of opulence, how the granaries of your existence fill to the brim with an abundant harvest that has no end. Today the money that was released not only returns, but multiplies in unexpected sources, like seeds that sprout in the fertile soil of your faith. The wealth prayer has activated a spiritual principle that always exceeds restitution, taking your financial life to levels of expansion you previously believed impossible. Imagine a field blooming with fruits you did not plant, because heaven has decreed multiplication over your life. Every door opened divides into 10 new doors, and abundance runs like an unstoppable flood, filling every corner of your existence with wealth and prosperity. Little becomes much. What was limited is now without measure. Multiplication is a divine principle that knows no limits, a force that propels your prosperity in 2026 toward infinity. The wealth prayer is the catalyst of this expansion, the decree that ensures every blessing multiplies exponentially. You must feel that you are already harvesting on a much larger scale than what you planted, that abundance is not just a promise, but a palpable reality that expands every moment. Money comes to you today not only as restitution, but as a multiplication that overflows your expectations. Your life becomes a fruitful tree whose branches extend loaded with blessings, offering fruits of prosperity to all around you. Multiplication is not only financial, it is an expansion in all areas of your life: health, relationships, inner peace and joy. Every door opened by the wealth prayer not only releases a blessing, but unleashes a cascade of opportunities that multiply without ceasing. Feel how abundance overflows, how the granaries of your soul fill, and how the flow of money becomes a mighty river that does not stop growing. Multiplication is inevitable after having activated the wealth prayer. It is a spiritual law that operates in your favor, guaranteeing that your prosperity in 2026 will be abundant and without limits, and that money will arrive to you rapidly, even today. But to sustain this incessant multiplication, so that this current of wealth does not stop, it is necessary to shield your mind against any whisper of scarcity, any vestige of doubt. Prepare yourself, because the next step is the construction of your garden of the shielded mind, the impregnable fortress that will protect your newly acquired prosperity. Multiplication has already begun to spread like a flood over your life, inundating it with the abundance promised by the wealth prayer for your prosperity in 2026. But for this wave of wealth to remain, for money to continue coming to you rapidly, even today your mind needs to be shielded. It is in the garden of the mind where the harvests of the Spirit are decided, where the seeds of prosperity or scarcity are sown. It is crucial to protect this sacred space from any attack of doubt, disbelief or fear, because true and lasting abundance is only sustained with a renewed and fortified mentality. The wealth prayer not only opens coffers and releases riches, but also seals your mind against the invisible saboteurs of scarcity, guaranteeing your prosperity in 2026. Your mind is like a fertile garden. If you sow doubts, you will harvest failure. If you sow faith, you will harvest prosperity without limits. It is the moment to uproot all the harmful weeds of disbelief, of old beliefs that money is difficult to obtain, that you are not deserving of abundance. Every thought is a seed, and the fruits of your life are the reflection of what you cultivate within. Now build an impenetrable wall of protection around your mind. Feel how a spiritual shell surrounds you, a flaming shield that repels every arrow of misery and scarcity. Your mind will no longer be attacked by the voices of doubt, by the whispers of fear, by the shadows of limitation. The wealth prayer is the decree that grants you this divine protection, sealing your mind against any negative thought that attempts to sabotage your flow of rapid money that arrives today. The prosperity you have activated is too valuable to be compromised by an unshielded mind. The seeds of doubt, of I cannot and I do not deserve, are uprooted from your mental garden in this instant. In their place flourish trees of abundance, loaded with fruits of prosperity, certainty, and unshakable faith. Your mind becomes an illuminated fortress where no arrow of misery can penetrate, where only thoughts of wealth, gratitude, and unlimited power dwell. Shielding the mind is an essential part of this decree, an act of consciousness that guarantees that the supernatural multiplication you have experienced is maintained and grows for your prosperity in 2026. Fear will no longer have space in your inner garden. It has been banished, and in its place peace and confidence reign supreme. Feel the concentrated energy of everything we have built, of every act of faith, of every courage ignited, of every angel invoked, culminating in this sublime moment. The wealth prayer, the decree that activates your prosperity in 2026 and causes money to arrive to your life today, tearing down walls, opening celestial coffers, and unleashing a torrent of unlimited abundance. Proclaim these words with all the authority you have claimed, with the unshakable faith of a divine heir. Every word you pronounce now is a hammer that seals the contract in the spiritual world, an echo that resonates in celestial and earthly spheres, forcing the universe to align with your will of wealth. Our Father who art in the heavens of wealth, hallowed be thy name of abundance. Thy kingdom of prosperity come. Thy financial will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we also forgive our debtors. Let us not into the temptation of scarcity, and deliver us from the evil of misery. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory of infinite wealth, forever and ever. Amen. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am prosperity. I decree that money comes to me today rapidly and unexpectedly. It is done. It is sealed. It is manifested. It is decreed. I receive now. Nothing can prevent money from coming to me today rapidly and abundantly. This is not just a prayer, it is an altar raised in your life, a meeting point between the divine and your material reality. The urgency of these words is not an emotion, it is the driving force that propels manifestation. Feel how every syllable vibrates with the power to transform air into gold, desire into reality, expectation into possession. With this proclamation, your spiritual pact has been sealed with maximum authority, and the entire universe mobilizes to fulfill each of your declarations, guaranteeing immense prosperity for 2026. To further strengthen this pact and ensure that abundance overflows without measure, I give you the following sacred instructions. First, I ask you to return to this video for at least 3 consecutive days and proclaim this wealth prayer again with the same faith and authority. Each repetition is not just a vocalization, it is a new seal, a reinforcement of the celestial contract, an amplification of the energy that attracts rapid money to your life today. Second, write in the comments with all the conviction of your heart. I take possession of this wealth prayer, and my prosperity in 2026 is already activated with money arriving today. This visible act is your final commitment, your signature in the book of abundance. And third, share this video with at least 3 people you wish to see prosper. By doing so, you not only extend the blessing, but you become a channel of divine wealth, and the universe rewards you in multiplied proportions. Every share is an act of faith that sows new seeds of prosperity in your own garden. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue receiving powerful content that transforms your financial reality, subscribe to our channel now. Click the subscribe button below and activate notifications so you never miss a new message of prosperity and divine blessing. Join our community of believers who are manifesting abundance in their lives through the power of faith and the Word. Subscribe now and be part of this movement of supernatural prosperity. The pact is consummated. Return for 3 consecutive days and proclaim this decree again until abundance overflows without measure, until money floods your life, until your prosperity in 2026 is a glorious and palpable reality that manifests with the arrival of rapid wealth today and in every dawn. Amen.